Hello, these are the instructions for completing the food intake assignment, which is due the week of December 1st. You're going to need to go into Unit 5 over here into Weight Management and go through the lesson for the week. So make sure you read each section in this lesson. And as you get to the end, there will be instructions on how to complete this assignment. So you get to this page right here. This is the assessing food intake assignment. You need to make sure that you have a log of food that you've eaten for 24 hours, and also you want to keep track of all your physical activity that you've done for 24 hours. And then you select this link right here that says click here, and this will take you to the choosemyplate.gov website. So now that you're at choosemyplate.gov website, what you'll need to do is you're going to click on the Super Tracker. Using the Super Tracker, the first thing that you'll want to do is create a profile. So you go through and fill out this information, create a profile name, age, gender, your height, your weight, and then create a username and password, and then also put your personal email address, and then you want to click submit to view your plan. So go ahead and complete that and then come back to this recording. Now that you have your profile completed, you want to get to this section here in the Super Tracker, which is track my food and activity. So if you go to food tracker, what you're going to do here under track food and activity, click on food tracker. You're going to select all the foods that you ate in a 24-hour period. And the way you do that is you select what the food is here. So let's say for breakfast I had bacon. I would type in bacon here, and then I would click go, and it will give you a list of options of what bacon you had. So then you select the item that best fits the food that you ate, and notice that not all foods will show up here, so you might have to find something that's close. And then over here you put how many slices that you had, and you can change the measurements of what the slices are, and then you choose which meal you had this for, and then you click add. And when you add that, it'll start keeping a tally of your calories and nutrients over here on the right. So then I pick my next food item that I had for breakfast. Let's say I had eggs. So I'm going to go through, and if I had poached eggs, for instance, I would click eggs poached. How many did I have? Let's say I had 2 eggs, large eggs, and they were for breakfast. So I want to make sure I select breakfast, and then I click add. And again, this is adding to my breakfast. And so you keep adding to however much you had for breakfast. Then I would go into my lunch. So let's say I had a turkey sandwich for lunch. So I could try by typing in turkey sandwich. And it comes up with many different options. Just try to pick the one that's most close to what you had. So let's say I had a turkey sandwich with mayonnaise. I'm going to select that. And then I'm going to choose lunch. And then I had 1 sandwich. And then I click add. So you're going to continue to go through and add all the food items that you had, including dinner and snacks. And then once you've got that information in, then come back to this recording and I will show you what the next steps are. What you're going to want to do is to analyze your nutrition. So we're going to go up to My Reports, and we're going to go to Nutrients Reports now that we have all the food entered. So I click on Nutrient Reports. It'll ask you to select the day that you have entered the information. So I entered information on the 25th, so I'm going to select that date. And then I create my report. And then what you're going to want to do with this report is you're going to look at your nutrient information, and this column over here will tell you whether or not you're over, under, or okay according to your target that based on the number of calories. So for my case, I should be taking in 3,000 calories a day, And on this day, I only took in 2,055. So that states that I'm under on my calories. So what you're going to do for this assignment is you're going to look at this chart and just kind of take a little overview and make note of things that you're over and under, and then you're going to want to address those in the assignment. You can also print this. I can export it as a PDF, Excel document, or Word, and so then you could have it sitting out in front of you when you go to complete this assignment. So if you wanted to do that, you would click on, let's say I want a Word document of this data. I click on Word, and it will download a copy of my report. And then I open up my Word document, and then you can print this, or you can go back and forth to read the information. So here's my Word document that has the data that I was just looking at on the choosemyplate.gov website. So I can save this, or I can print it, and then I'll be able to refer back to this when I answer the question for the food intake assignment. Now that I have my data for the food intake assignment, I'm going to click on 5.03 food intake assignment. And this looks like a quiz, and you have unlimited time to take this. So I'm going to click on begin food intake assignment, and then again I will click on take it now. So in this box, what you're going to do is analyze your food intake for the past 24 hours by using the USDA, and this should say choose my plate. This is a little outdated, found in the lesson. Read through the analysis information you receive. Be sure to specifically look at if you meet the dietary guidelines and what recommendations are for you. So by looking at the document that I have right here, so again, look at the things that you are over and under and make note of that in your food intake assessment. So in this box, I would write at least 3 well-developed paragraphs that explain how if I met my dietary guidelines according to my profile. Please show up to Class Connect on Tuesday, December 2nd at 6 p.m. and I will go through how to do this assignment in further detail.